Bar Council of Punjab and Haryana, Mr. Dr. Adish Agarwala, the President, International Council of Jurists, Mr. H.S. Batwal, the Advocate General of Punjab and former Chairman Bar Council of Punjab, Mr. H.S. Huda, Advocate General of Haryana, Honorable Mr. Justice Avdesh Kumar Jadhav, Judge Supreme Court of Nepal, Honorable Justice Gauri Thakur, Judge Supreme Court of Nepal, His Excellency Mr. Eriksson, Ambassador, and as you heard, a long-term lawyer from Iceland, Mr. Om Prakash Sharma, the Vice Chairman, and Mr. Rajiv Kishwan, ladies and gentlemen present, Namaskar, Sat Shri Akal, Assalamu Alaikum, and good afternoon to all of you. I am profoundly overwhelmed to be here and to have been invited by Dr. Agarwal in particular and the members of the Punjab and Haryana Bar Council. I am here, I am overwhelmed, and I am in fact euphoric for two reasons. First of all, to be in India, particularly to this part of India, Punjab, because I have never been to this part of India. I am also euphoric because of what I have learned during the last 2 days of conference. India, as you all know, is the people of India are the natural friends of Bangladeshi people, because it's the people of India who contributed most during our War of Liberation in 1971. We hear that some 16,000 Indian soldiers shed their blood to attain our independence in 1971, and India, particularly the government of West Bengal, accommodated over 10 million people who fled their country as refugees in the face of repression from the occupying Pakistani army. Apart from that, the people of India do share a common history, heritage, tradition and kinship with the people of Bangladesh. So we always feel to be at home while in India, including the western part of India where I am now. Now, about coming to the other aspect, that is the education that we have, all of us, including myself and my wife, learned from the education that we have received from these 2 days of conference and seminars. Rabindranath Tagore said, I recite that in Bengali, Debe ar nebe, milibe milabe, ei bharoter, mohamanaber, sagar tire, which translated into English would mean that the heritage, wealth and the knowledge of the nation can be enriched only through interaction, exchange of views, through the principle of give and take. So giving and taking is how all the nations in the world can enrich their wealth of knowledge and indeed wealth of everything. Now this is exactly what has happened during the last 2 days of conference, for which the Bar Council of Punjab and Haryana and the International Council of Jurists, headed by Dr. Agarwala, deserve to be thanked with all the feelings of hurt. And I do, not only on my behalf, on behalf of the Bar and the bench in the Supreme Court of Bangladesh, congratulate the persons who are responsible, whose competence, leadership and untiring labor has made this great congregation a success. We have learned during this 2-day session that the biggest enemy of law and the judiciary and the general system of justice and the rule of law is the delay in the deliberation of justice. The ultimate purpose of delivery of judgment are to make it available to all the people common, middle class, upper class, everybody alike, particularly the common people who are the worst target. Now we have also learned during this session as to what can be done to remove this problem of delayed justice. We are grateful to have heard from no lesser a personality than the Honorable Chief Justice of India, the Chief Minister of Punjab, as to what should be done to eradicate this malady. I am absolutely confident that all of you who have participated in this conference would do her best in his or her own way to contribute to do something to eradicate this problem. And I'm sure it will not be too long before we can achieve this goal. We must, however, remember that no reform in the field of law could be easier anywhere in the world, because to achieve the desired reform, one has to fight a relentless battle, because the enemies are all around, the enemies are quite powerful, and the enemies are numerous in number. So we have to fight all those enemies strong-handedly in order to achieve the reformation. The reformation would not necessarily keep confined to speedy delivery of judgment. The reformation must also take note of what is called judicial activism, through which alone the law can prosper. It is not only through legislation, because the judges also, by way of interpretation of statute and judicial activism, have a lot to contribute to make the law progress. In fact, all the great achievements in the field of law have been possible through judicial interpretation rather than through legislation. As you all know, the common law system, which we inherited from Britain, was based almost entirely on the law as made by the judges. So the contribution of the judiciary, and judiciary means bar and bench together, is to be the most important one, and that has to be done in order to ensure the betterment of the people. Everybody in the Republic, poor or rich, irrespective of, must be made aware of their rights as guaranteed by the Constitution. We have very nice things written in our Constitution, but the people must be made aware of them, so that whenever any encroachment takes place, such encroachments can be resisted very strongly through the enforcement of the fundamental rights guaranteed by our Constitution. You should remember that the bar and bench together can fight the most potential enemies in the country, mightiest enemies in the country. If you look back to what happened in Pakistan during the last 2 years, you see that the bar and bench together succeeded in deposing a despotic government of General Musharraf. It would not have been possible